Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
Police have confirmed that 5 people killed in a crash Sunday along the Saltmarsh Main Road in Trelawney were from Spanish Town and Portmore address in St. Catherine. They were reportedly on their way to a party in Hanover. However, their identities are still being withheld until their immediate family members have been notified. According to police, the minivan they were traveling overturned along the Saltmarsh Main Road about 2:30 a.m. 2 of the occupants died at the scene, while the other 3 succumbed to their injuries at the Falmouth General Hospital. The news has learned that at least 2 of the 7 individuals who were injured in the crash have since been treated and released. A candlelight vigil in Essex St. Mary turned into a crime scene on Thursday night, when 2 people who were thought to be relatives of a police constable who was accused of killing an assistant teacher was shot dead. The victim has been identified as Shaquille Harris, also known as Nick or Big Red, and Tiffany Dowes, known as Nikki, both resident of St. Catherine. According to reports, the pair were attending the vigil of 20-year-old assistant teacher DJ Graham when explosions were heard about 10:30 p.m. Both victims received gunshot wounds and were later pronounced dead at hospital. The police are inviting anyone with information to come forward and assist with the investigation. They say further updates will be provided as more information become available. 20-year-old DJ Graham was allegedly murdered by her boyfriend, a policeman who then attempted suicide by shooting himself in the head in Beecham Hill, Flint River, St. Mary on June 25th. Siobhan Campbell, security guard of Harbourview, St. Andrew, will have to answer to charge of possession of a prohibited weapon, assault at common law, and assault occasioning bodily harm, following an incident at Dennis Avenue, Morris Meadows, St. Catherine on May 21. Reports from the Caymanas police are that at about 5:30 p.m., Campbell visited a woman's house and an argument developed between them. Campbell reportedly brandished his licensed firearm and pointed it at the woman, followed her inside the house, and used his hand to press against the woman's neck, causing bruise. She was subsequently released by Campbell, who went outside. The complainant then locked the door and Campbell left. A report was made to the police regarding the matter, and an investigation was launched. On June 11, Campbell's firearm was seized and sent for a ballistic test. On Wednesday, Campbell was arrested and was subsequently charged, following an interview in the presence of his attorney. His court date is being finalized. A St. Catherine man charged with the adoption and rape of a 21-year-old woman was remanded when he appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Thursday. The court ordered that he remain in custody until July 11, pending verification of an alternative address. According to police reports, the incident occurred around 7:50 a.m. on June 6 in Highgate, St. Mary. The complainant was reportedly standing along the roadway when the accused exited their motor vehicle. The man reportedly forced her inside and transported her to Banbury District in Lindsay, St. Catherine. He then allegedly sexually assaulted her. A report was made to the Police Center for Investigation of Sexual Offense and Child Abuse, Sosoka, and the accused was later arrested and charged. Investigations are ongoing. A probe has been launched into an incident at the Central Village Police Station in St. Catherine, where a police sergeant allegedly shot himself and another cop between Thursday night and Friday morning. It is alleged that while the sergeant was cleaning his firearm, a round accidentally discharged, hitting him in the arm. The bullet also hitting the other cop in the abdomen. Both are being treated at hospital. Detectives from the Manchester Police Division are seeking the public assistance to locate several witnesses who are vital to a case that before the Manchester Circuit Court. They are Sophia Blake, whose last known address is Somerset District, Mandeville, Manchester; Melanie Ennis, whose last known address is Confidence Avenue, Greenvale District, Manchester; Ronaldo Martin, whose last known address is Riches District, Spalding, Manchester; Oren Donaldson, whose last known address is Riches District, Spalding, Manchester; Ken Rice Smith, whose last known address is Percher District, Mandeville, Manchester; Brianna Annalee, whose last known address is Bloomfield District, Mandeville, Manchester. They are scheduled to appear before the court on Tuesday, October 14. Sophia Blake, Melanie Ennis, Ronaldo Martin, Oren Donaldson, Ken Rice Smith, Brianna Annalee, or anyone knowing their whereabouts. It's been asked to contact the Mandeville Police by 876-962-2250, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. A 28-year-old farmer was shot dead at his home in Dapson District in Manchester on Friday night. The deceased has been identified as Chevy Dunwell. A police report said about 9:15 p.m., residents heard loud explosion and called the police. Upon the arrival of the police, Dunwell was found lying on his left side with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the upper body and right ankle. He was taken to hospital and pronounced dead on arrival. Police statistics show that, up to June 28, Manchester recorded 12 murders since the start of the year, when compared to 21 murders for the corresponding period last year. The St. James Police charged a man following the seizure of a pistol with a magazine attached during an operation in Tucker District, Granville, in the parish on Thursday. 23 years old Wakor Beaton, a bartender from the parish, has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon, an unauthorized possession of ammunition following the seizure. Reports from the Granville Police are that at 9:40 p.m., a team of officers were conducting a patrol in the area when, on the approach of the lawmen, Beaton, who was standing among a group of men, ran off. The officers give chase, apprehending Beaton shortly after. He was searched, during which a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 9mm rounds of ammunition were allegedly found inside a bag in his possession. Beaton was taken into custody, where he was subsequently charged. A court date for him is being arranged. 76 years old Leopold Bromley, a night watchman and resident of Avondale Meadows, Kingston 19, St. Andrew, has been charged with housebreaking and larceny following an incident on Oak Road, Kingston 6 on June 23. Reports indicated that at 2:30 a.m., Bromley was captured on a surveillance footage entering a restaurant by breaching the security grill at the establishment. He allegedly stole 5 bottles of alcohol beverage and 2 metal fans, all amounting to $123,400. Before exiting the property, a report was made, and he was later charged after a search warrant was executed at his place of residence. He is scheduled to appear before the court on July 29. Detectives assigned to the Kingston Eastern Police Division have arrested a vendor for murder in the stabbing death of a Portland woman last Saturday on Jarrett Lane in East Kingston. 55 years old Sharon Young, otherwise called Roach, of a Beach Road, 9 miles Mulbay, St. Andrew address, has been charged with killing Nicey Green Edwards, 56 years old, of a Long Bay, Portland address. Allegations are that Green Edwards and Young, who are both involved in a romantic relationship with a man, had an argument, and during the argument, Young allegedly used a knife to stab Green Edwards to the neck. Green Edwards was transported to the Kingston Public Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Young was apprehended shortly after by the police and charged following a question and answer session by detectives. Residents of Jarrett Lane said that Young passed them on Saturday morning, but they had no idea of the mayhem that was to come. One resident said the man in the middle of the alleged love triangle had recently moved to the area where he resided with Green Edwards. None of the women them no come from here, and the man is not an original Jarrett Lane man. He moved come recently too, said a resident, who then gave an account of what happened. After the argument turned deadly, after she stabbed up the woman, she cut her throat and tried to take away herself. So people run her down and beat her and tie her up until the police come. Me go see her lay down in the gutter, beat up, the resident alleged. It is also alleged that the suspect get irate after calling her spouse phone and hear another female at the other end of the line. Based on what we are hear, that the woman who do the killing was in the man's life first, but him live with his woman now. She go in the house and the woman, because she know the man wasn't there, and drag her out and stab her up and cut her throat. The resident said, it's not like she live with the man. is the next woman man now. She said she did there with the man first. But if the man did want her, he wouldn't leave her and go live with someone else. From a man left you and gone, him the want you, you know. She a war over man like she a young girl. A young girl settings that. And young people now fight over man again, a woman added.